This is DRF, Race of the Day. Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the DRF Race of the Day for Sunday, October the 5th. Race number 9 at Belmont Park. Let's throw up the field for a key prep for this year's Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. It's the Grade 1 Frizette. We're going a one-turn mile. $400,000 is the purse. And you can download free Formulator Pass performances on the Race of the Day event page at drf.com. Access them, handicap along with us. And Mike, arguably the best 2-year-old filly in the East Coast, the number 6 Echo Zulu, way the horse to beat. Any of her first 2 Beyer speed figures would qualify as the best last Beyer in this race by a large margin.
Yeah, she just stands out in this race right now, Dan. 3 to 5 on the morning line. It's going to be a short price in here. I guess if you want to try to beat her in here, you have to hope that she doesn't get the mile.
And she's only stretching out a furlong. She was able to win the spin away at 7. This is a one-turn mile. Timeform US will note her early speed. She's got plenty of that. She's expected to be on the lead, but she might face a little bit of pace pressure. Gerrymander, the 8, Frosty Brew, the 1. To me, those horses seem more like stalkers. I would think that Echo Zulu is going to make the lead. I think Jester Calls No Joy is going to try to get close.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I don't see the 1 or the 8 being the horses to be up there and be part of this pace. We'll see if the 7 Jester Calls No Joy can show speed in this race as she's done in her first 2 starts. I also thought the 5 could show a little bit of speed in here, Dan, as she gets around a 1-turn mile here after going 2 turns last time.
The number 1 is Frosty Brew, debut winner at Laurel Park for trainer Shug McGahee. Let's watch that race right now. This is a daughter of Frosted, who was well prepared for her debut by Shug. She was kind of dismissed at 5-1 in the wagering, but she stayed up close to a solid pace. She keeps on going. She's just better than these horses. Giant step up in class, but a great trainer taking a shot.
Yeah, stepping up for Shug. So you feel like if he's going to run her in this race, he must like something about her. I thought her debut was fine. I wasn't blown away by it. It's not a fast race. Just, more professional than anything else, Dan. Had a nice trip, got the job done.
Todd Pletcher will send out a maiden in the number 2, Amore. And this was run quite well in her career debut and finishing 3rd behind Gerrymander. We've talked about it. It seemed the last week at Saratoga on the main track, you wanted to be up close to the pace. And Amore fell far behind early, came with a strong late run. This filly has some upside.
Yeah, I agree. We'll see. I mean, you're gonna have to take a maiden in this race if you want to, get behind her in here. But I feel like she could be interested in here. Certainly, it feels like the pace is going to be solid, if not fast. And this filly could really benefit from that debut. She was way far back at the top of the stretch in that race and made a big run to make it close.
The 3, Saucy Lady T. She doesn't know anyone anything. She is a $5,000 yearling that is already 3 times graded placed, 1 grade 1 placed. The problem is she couldn't get to Echo Zulu last time out. She is likely to fall to the back of the pack in the early portion of this race. Hope for a fast pace and hope to get a piece at the very least at a price.
Yeah, maybe use it underneath again at another big price in here. Good job by this trainer to get her as far as she's gotten so far, Dan. She hasn't come close to winning any of those graded stakes races, but 3 placings already, including a grade 1. Good job by them.
Linda Rice scored Turf to Dirt with the 4 Hot Fudge in that filly's second lifetime star. We're going to take a look at that race right now. This is a daughter of Liam's Map, sold for $235,000 earlier this year. I like this performance over this track, Mike, in kind of in behind horses. Still has a lot of work to do at the 3/16 pole, but really professional the way she goes through this hole and wins this race.
Yeah, got a big seam to open up here, but she finishes it off very nicely. She was definitely, one of those horses to watch, Dan, off of her turf debut. It felt like they were giving her a race there. She had reportedly been training very well up to this race. She took all the money, and she scored very easily in there. She's back on relatively short rest here, but she has some upside.
Jumeirah in from Monmouth. She raced twice over there, including the 2-turn mile that Mike mentioned, a stakes placing in the sorority, and she did show good speed in both of those races. I like her at a 1-turn mile. She has tactical speed, and she seems to be going the right way for a high percentage, yet somewhat low-profile trainer.
Yeah, agreed. I liked her debut quite a bit. I thought she ran really well. I know it was only a 58 Beyer over there at Monmouth. I thought she ran well winning that race. Just got wired last time. That run-up is now 2 for 2 on dirt in her career with 2 blowout wins, and she just got right to the front in there and gave this horse no chance to catch her. Thought she ran fine. I think getting back to a 1-turn mile could help her. She's got plenty of distance on the bottom of her pedigree. Things to like at a price.
Yeah, let's watch that Jumeirah race in the sorority on September the 6th. Again, Mike mentioned run up. Very, very impressive thus far. And Jumeirah, only her second lifetime start, stretching out to 2 turns. She got close to the pace. Run up got away from her a little bit, but she never stops trying. This filly, to me, just seems to be getting better and better. Lasix off, though, for this race. Both starts at Monmouth were run with Lasix. She just holds the place. Echo Zulu is up next. What can you say? Perfect 2 for 2. She added to Asmussen's streak of major victories at Saratoga with this big win in the Grade 1 spin away. Let's watch that race. Just too much speed for these horses. Took a little bobble at the start. Didn't really bother anything. She went right to the front. Again, the track this week seemed to be playing favorites to speed, but she was just too much. 90 Beyer speed figure, and if she gets the mile, she's going to be real tough.
Yeah, I just don't have anything to add to that, really. I just love this performance from her, Dan. I love the ride from Santana, too. He just took no prisoners in this race. He didn't care how fast he had to go to make the lead. He put her on top, and she was much the best. It's how it looked on paper. It's how they bet the race. She was absolutely dominant in there. I mean, she's just supposed to be really hard for this field to beat.
Todd Pletcher has the 7. Jester Calls No Joy. Maryland-bred daughter of McLean's Music. Let's watch her maiden win. Second lifetime start, 7/8 of a mile. Wet track at Saratoga. And she went right to the lead in this race, Mike, and she's a little bit late to change leads, but boy, she really put the boots to this group. Now, the fractions didn't seem very fast for this level. She's probably going to have to go a little bit faster in here, but she draws outside the other speed, and she might be sitting in a stalking spot.
Yeah, I just got absolutely loose early in this race when nobody went with her, and she blew them out through the stretch. This race was, just a few races before Echo Zulu run the spin away, Dan. You can compare the fractions of the two races. This horse fairly walked on the lead and blew that field out. So she's going to have to go a lot faster in this race, but she did take a step forward from start 1 to start 2.
Gerrymander was odds on in a 3-horse race in her career debut at Belmont. She was beat that day. They departed the ship. They thought it was sinking. She was 10-1 at Saratoga, and Chad made him pay. Let's watch Gerrymander win this race. So we're going to see Amore come with a late run to finish 3rd. But Gerrymander, nice performance here, I thought. Very professional, just sitting off the early leaders. She's going to have to do some work. These horses on the lead are tired, but she goes by and she holds sway. Much improved effort for this Into Mischief filly.
Yeah, her career debut was only in a 3-horse field. That race is better than the figure makes it look. She got a little time after that race and did improve here. You saw her jump to a wrong lead there, Dan, and just hold on at the end to a couple of horses who were gaining on her, including Amore, who was making a big run from last. She did improve last time. I think she can improve again, and she's got the pedigree to go on.
Magic Circle paid over $50 in her debut victory for trainer Rudy Rodriguez. She didn't look like a 25-1 shot, though. Let's watch that race right now. It's at a demanding debut distance, 7/8 of a mile, but she got right up close to the pace in here. She's going to take command. Manny Franco was riding her very confidently on the turn. She goes about her business. She wins very, very easily. I like that she has that debut at 7 furlongs to give her, a little bit of bottom for this race, and she's bound to be a big price again.
Yeah, she is. I thought she did some good things in this race, Dan. This is, also on that September 5th card, the same day as the spin away. Earlier in the day, though, she said this was a much faster pace than this Jester No Joy's race. She sat up close to it. She took over very easily. She has a really nice pedigree. I know that she was a big price that day, but she's going to be a big price again. And I just thought that she did some really good things in that race. I could use her somewhere.
But they've got to beat Echo Zulu. As we take a look at our top pick for the Grade 1 Frizette, she runs back to any one of her 2 Beyer speed figures. She's going to win this race, but Mike's going to try to get a price in here. The 9 Magic Circle, as we just saw, very professional debut. She's going to be a big price again. Jester Calls No Joy. I'm really interested to see if she can take that step forward in her second lifetime start. Maybe Saucy Lady T gets another graded placing running for a piece.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see Saucy Lady T get a piece. At the end of the day, Dan, I just don't think this is the spot to bet against Echo Zulu. I'm not going to try to beat her in this race. I just think she's too tough for these horses.
6928 for Mike, 6738 for me. It's the Sunday race of the day. It's the Grade 1 Frizette. Good luck.